Did it involve a broken headlight?
No. It did. It was worse.
Oh god.
I'll wait for Caroline.
Film
Not Caroline.
Neville, did you just announce a story and are now holding up said story?
It's okay.
What are you fucking doing?
That's like a Trevor move.
That is a big Trevor move.
Oh, let me grab my... I just need to be ready for the eclipse calls, you know?
You only got 6
All right,
hours.
well, Lucas is telling a story.
I get a quick 30-minute story here. So, I went and saw a movie by myself, Bone Tomahawk, at the Lower Manhattan Alamo. Great movie. Get back on the path after, it's like 8:45, 9. And I sit down, I've got Dune Messiah, I'm on the last chapter, I pop in my headphones, put on the Dune soundtrack, start reading. A couple minutes in, you know, this train's like 10 minutes before it's gonna go to Exchange Place. And a couple minutes in, I hear the Twin Peaks theme playing. And at first I was confused, and then I was like, someone's playing that. And so I put my bookmark in, take my headphones out, and someone is playing the Twin Peaks theme, like full volume on their phone, and someone in front of me. So I look up and I'm like looking who it could be, and it's like this dude directly across from me, and I can tell it's coming from his phone, and he's looking at me like kind of like this. And, you know, initially I'm like, oh cool, Twin Peaks fan. And then he's going like this. And I look at him, and then he goes, I'm Bob!
No!
And starts like screaming.
No!
And
That's terrifying.
and
No!
and so now I'm like,
No.
oh, what's going on here? And I didn't know what to say, you know, I'm just like confused. And I don't know, like, is this guy an actor? Is he just fucking with me? Like, what the hell? Like, he had to have noticed my ring, and I should have mentioned that. Like, this is why the Twin Peaks theme is playing. And he, like, is looking at me, like, all funky, and he points at the ring, and then he's like, I'm Bob, you know? And so I'm just like, okay, I don't know what to do here. So I'm just sitting there, he's still playing the music, and the music's going, and he's still like, you know, and like going like this.
It's a long time to do that.
Yeah, it's a long song. And then, you know, some time passes, and I'm just like looking at him, looking around, and then he starts saying more shit. He's like, you could get one of those for $10, pointing at my ring, in Chinatown. Take you to the real Red Room. You won't find Dale Cooper. You're gonna find hell. And at this point, I notice the necklace hanging out of his hoodie, and it's a swastika. So now I'm like worried. So, you know, he's still giving me the stink eye and whatever, and the song's still playing. It's like 5.5 minutes in its entirety. And the song ends, and I've said nothing to him the whole time. Now I'm just looking at him, looking around, looking at swastika, like it's a bad time. And then the song ends, and he's like, he says something along the lines of like, teenage prostitution. Laura Palmer, you're disgusting. David Lynch is a disgrace. Nothing lower than David Lynch. Nothing lower than David Lynch. And he just keeps screaming this and repeating it.
Oh my god.
And so now I'm like, I need to leave. So I wrap up my headphones, I get up and exit the path. Make sure he's not following me, and I go outside and call an Uber home.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
And you know what? I bought this ring a year ago and have been waiting for a stranger to notice it and talk to me about Twin Peaks, because I knew it would happen. And the first time it fucking happens is a Nazi calling me a pedophile for liking Twin Peaks. Like, it's like, what the fuck, man?
when watching the show as a teenager and my perception of Laura Palmer, watching it as an adult, a parent of teenagers, my view of Laura has changed so much. So, for you as a parent and as an adult, how has your perception of Laura changed?
Okay, so this is not going to be the last question.
All right.
When I hadn't watched it again, the show or the film or anything in decades, and I rewatched it right before we did The Return because I needed to re-enter, that relationship again. And I got so mad. I was so mad. And I was so mad from the perspective of a mother and of an elder and of someone who's lived on this planet for this long now. I got so mad because no one stepped in to help her. Everyone, there were signs, it was written, everywhere. Anyone stepping in to help her could have helped taken her life in a different direction. And that reaction of mine surprised me. I wasn't prepared to have that much of a visceral rage about it. And then also, it's kind of what I was answering the other question earlier. This is a show, but this happens in real life all the time. Why? How? Why is this still happening? And so that part of it, when I was younger and I did it was inside of me, so I was playing Laura, so I wasn't seeing Laura from an outside perspective. And so then going back decades later, like you said, as a mother, as an elder, and watching it, yeah, thank you.